So part two. Okay. So yeah, so it was we survived the 30s, and then I'm trying to think of what else happened in the 30s. Then in my 40s, I felt like my 40s were my best years. I mean, I remembered my mom, her saying the same thing. I'm like, what was it like to have me at 46? And she said, well, and was her exact answer. I felt I was mature enough to know better, mature enough to be responsible and to fight whatever comes my way, but I still felt young enough to live life. And that's what I felt in my 40s. I felt like I had reached another level, and I felt like I had reached two or three more levels in one decade, and that I was finally seeing life for what it was. I was finally seeing what I really wanted in life, what I was willing to accept, what I was willing to not accept. Um, and what I really wanted for my marriage, what I really wanted for my children, for my own life, to be fulfilled in my own self, to do the passions that I love, hair and makeup, um, to enjoy the things that I do enjoy. Like I love jewelry. Like I said, I love collecting makeup and jewelry, and I love purses and all that stuff. And so I wanted to have those things and enjoy them, and, just have fun in life, go to places and see the world. I made it a goal to every year go on vacation with my family, because we would go years without having a vacation. And I thought, because we were not planning well or money was funny. And so finally I said, no, we're going to make a goal. We're going to choose a vacation place or plan, and we're going to save for that plan, and we're going to get it done. And every year, me and, us and our children are going to look forward to some rest and relaxation and fun. And we've done that for the last few years. Every year we make a plan. The last 2 years, it's been Mexico. Before that, we went to LA for a week. I went to go see Jenny Rivera's boutique and all of that with Jenny Rivera. We went to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We went to Madame Tussauds. We went to Universal Studios. We visited my brother and sister that's in the LA area, had dinner together, reunited. We went to what's that place called? Santa Monica Pier. I mean, just saw some amazing things. And then the year before that, we also did LA. And so one of our goals is to go to New York for my son to make his dream come true. We're working really hard. It's not easy, but we're working really hard on that. Then this year or the next year, we're planning to get married by the church, but we're in the process of finishing my husband's annulment. So there's a lot of things that we've done lately that we're so proud of. Each year we have a family vacation, and in between times we try to go out of town, like little small trips, and enjoy. Either we go to concerts or events, like we're doing this comedy show. We do the Puerto Rican festival every June. Every April we're full force autism. And then we try to really get into celebrating Mother's Day, Father's Day, July 4th, Independence Day. Um, we try to go to the ocean and have a weekend there. So we do little small trips through the year, and we have the one big vacation every year. So that's something I'm so proud of. And I think part of that is a maturity between my 40s and my 50s. So yeah, I loved my 40s. I felt like empowered. I felt mature in a whole nother 3 or 4 levels. I got a lot accomplished. Um, yeah. So, I mean, some scary health issues there that by the grace of God, we have come through. I have another mammogram coming up, because now that they found something there, even though it wasn't cancerous or anything, um, now instead of being checked every 2 years, I have to be checked every 6 months. So it's that time again. Um, so that was probably the scariest thing ever. Pap smears have came out great, thank God. TMI again. Um, so yeah, and so I constantly try to check up with my doctor, making sure my heart is good, my blood pressure, any, having my blood work done because I have high cholesterol. So I've been really being proactive with my health. I'm really taking preventative care seriously and faithfully. And so I don't want no surprises. So I've been to like checking everything possible and being on top of it. So that's a maturity that I reached. I reached a maturity in my marriage where, um, any of the mistakes that we have done, or, you know, any of the moments that we lost because of stupid people or situations or things, that we never make that mistake again, never go down that road again. Um, I reach a maturity of motherhood where, I always prided myself on the mom that I am because I feel like I'm the most amazing mom. Um, and I will fight for tooth and nail for my children. I will protect them with everything I have. I will do, dedicate, like with my son with autism, my daughter with bullying, um, you know, doing everything I can to bring the awareness to all those causes and fighting for them, protecting them, and making them my world, my life, my breath, my everything. And of course, not forgetting me, taking care of me, like I said, being proactive, being on top of my preventive health care. So making sure I'm good, that I'm happy, that I'm having fun as a human being, as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, that I'm good and I'm fulfilled and successful. And at the same time, having a well balanced life with my husband, like my marriage and my children. So I'm 52, so my 50s are starting off good, other than the breast scare. Um, but other than that, it's been really good. I lowered my cholesterol. I Because of being on top and being in the preventive care, it's saved me from anything that could have happened. So by the grace of God, that will continue. But I just feel like now I look at holidays and I look at events, like each month, what's happening this month? May is Mother's Day, June is Father's Day, June is Puerto Rican Festival, April's Autism Awareness. I know January is my birthday, February is Valentine's Day, so we go all out even for Valentine's Day. Easter, we go all out for that. Any holiday or cause or event, we go full force. We get into, we honor it, we enjoy it, we go all out, whether it's with food, desserts, gifts, just enjoying ourselves together. I'm all into that when I turn 50s, in my 50s. So I feel the best me that I've ever felt as a woman and a human being, as just enjoying every day that I get in this life and not forgetting me, making sure I take care of me, that I buy the stuff that I like for me and get a joy out of. If I buy a new watch, new pair of earrings, a hat, a purse, and saying, yes, I deserve it, I worked hard for it, I'm going to enjoy it. And then enjoy motherhood to the fullest more than any other time, enjoy marriage, seeing things so differently, so maturely. I mean, like Joy Behar was saying on The View, you really change your life in your 40s. You are so much more mature than you ever knew you could be or thought you could be, that you really change your life. You're firm on your decisions. You know what to do and what to say to not make mistakes. That's when you really, I got it. I really learned from the mistake. I really learned from the situation. I will not make that same mistake again. I will not go down that road. I will to protect myself, my marriage, and my family with everything that I have. And I will make it smoother so that I don't have to be stressed out or so fearful, but I do it with love and joy and peace and a great feeling that it'll all work out. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm trying to use these words and these examples, but I'm the happiest I've ever been. In my 40s, I also learned, going back to the 40s, you know, my family has never been really close. The closest have been me and my parents, me and one a sibling here or there, not really. I think my biggest issues were with siblings. Um, you know, there's been moments where we had happy years and we've been close, and there's moments where we've gone years without talking to each other. And for years, it was something that just bothered me, and it was something that made me cry so much. And I just couldn't understand why families were like that. And did they not have a conscience? Did they not know that life is too short? Did they not care as much as I care? Did they not see that family is all you have, and family is what's important, not materialistic things? But we were never on the same, what's the word I'm looking for? We were never on the same um, goal. Everybody has their own agenda, their own what is more important, whether it's materialistic, and I'm more family oriented. I like to be even, I could be happy even being poor as long as we are healthy, we're alive, and we're together. And I can make life good from being poor. And I've had a lot in life, and I've enjoyed that place in my life as well. And I finally, my mother, she was the one that gave me the advice. She said, look, she said, you have to move on Because what more would I want as a mother than to see my children happy and close and there for each other and putting each other first? But if it doesn't happen while I'm alive, it's not going to happen when I'm gone. So you need to realize that your true family is your husband and these children. When you're sad, that's who you see. When you're mad, that's who you see. When you're happy, that's who you see. When you're sick, that's who you see, not your brothers and sisters. If they come to you and they really want to be a part of your life, you know, accept them with open arms. If they love you, love them. If they come and make an effort to be a part of your life and to support you in any way, welcome that. But if they don't, let them go. And she said, they're my children. I love them. And what more would I want? I want to die in peace knowing that that was able to be. But I am going to still die in peace, but because I know that it's not able to be and it's okay. What I care about is that you're going to be okay because it's bothering you more than anybody else. Everybody else has gone on with their life. They made their family a priority. That's their family now, their husband, their children, their family. And that's how you have to be. Your husband, your children is your family, and they come before your siblings. Is that your marriage? That's your children, because nobody can take your children away. Those are yours. God gave them to me, and only He can take them away, but they were always yours. It's something that's yours that nobody can take away, like a sibling. We could get mad and not talk for years or ever see each other again. No, your children are yours. And, sometimes even if your children stray away because of a religion, which one of my children did, and that's fine, let them go. Your brother, he chose a different religion. And I always said I'd rather him be in a religion following God, no matter, even if it's a different way than I am doing it, because I'm Catholic and he chose another religion. But I'd rather him at least following God than being in drugs or jail. So I made peace with that. But then he let his family go. So after I supported you. So sometimes even if it's your children and they, because of a different religion or because they let other people, rule their life or kind of control their minds, let them go. And I had to do that, because of religion, but that was my other child. But we tried to have a life together. We tried to create new memories. I've never owed anybody anything. I could sleep with both my eyes closed knowing I didn't do anything to anybody. I don't owe anybody anything. That's how I tried to live my life. My parents lived their life that way. They didn't owe anybody a penny. They didn't do anything to anybody. And that's the way I've always lived my life. So I didn't owe her nothing. I didn't do anything. I wasn't in jail. I didn't leave for a man. I didn't leave for drugs. I didn't leave for none of that. It was wrongfully done to me the way it happened, but it happened. And we found our way back to each other and we created many beautiful memories and we tried to have a life together, but her religion ruled. And I feel like, okay, you chose that and you chose other people who hurt us. And that's the reason why we haven't been together, but you have more respect for them, more love for them. You choose them over what I wrongfully went through and what I suffered. But thank God, God blessed me with a wonderful husband and wonderful children that do love me unconditionally, that do accept me for who I am, that are faithfully dedicated and loyal to me and know that I'm an amazing mom that deserves their love, their respect, their life, that deserves being with me, that enjoys being with me, and that puts me first, like I put my children first. That person chose that no. It's the people that did wrong. They have respect for them. They love them. Their religion came first. God doesn't operate like that. Let me tell you that. God is all about family. And so, but that was their choice. They're grown. That was their choice. And so we had to part ways and I'm at peace. I'm not interested. I don't miss anything about it. I'm at peace. I'm happy. You can love them. I love her. I wish her well, all the stuff like that. You probably not exactly know what I'm talking about, but it's a child of mine. And when it comes to your children, this is advice my mother gave me. And so in my 30s and 40s, I wouldn't have been okay with that. I would have been like, oh my God, would have been with peace with that. So after many years of struggling and many years of just not knowing why family is like that, and how to let go when you didn't deserve any of it. I'm finally at peace with that. I can let go of family. I can let go of a friend. I can let go of anybody. If you come for my character, if you hurt my children in any way, if you try to hurt my life, um, and you don't want to have respect or true love for me, and you make other people and other things your choices, then I'm going to make my choice. And my choice is to be with the people who really love me, who really want to be in my life, like my husband and my 3 children, and who enjoy being with me, who love me, respect me, honor me, admire me, and that they know that they are my life, they are my breath, that I will protect them with everything I have. And so, like my mother said, that's your true family. If your siblings come after that and they want to be a part of your life and you feel that they're being honest and they're really making an effort, accept them with open arms. Always love them, even if you have to do it from afar. Um, always wish them well. But with some siblings, you're not going to be able to be a part of their life and they shouldn't be a part of yours. It's to keep your peace and your happiness, because if you keep suffering for this, when, oh, why my brothers and sisters don't get it? Why are they not like that? Oh my God, you're going to die. They're going to walk over your grave. And if they even come to your grave, because they might not even come to my grave and I'm their mother. So, and then your children are not going to have you. Your husband are not going to have you. And nobody is worth that, not even a sibling. So because I know my children and I know it hasn't worked while I'm alive, it's not going to work when I'm gone. And I want to know that you're going to be okay with this and that you're going to move on and that you're going to realize, which I know you do, but you're going to really get it, that your true family is now your husband and your children. And anybody who wants to be a part of that comes after that. And you'll know what to do. And for years I struggled with it, and even years after she was gone, I struggled with it. Finally, I woke up one morning and I got it. I felt like, I'm not a materialistic person, even though I love things and I collect things and I have passion for things, that um I'm not going to fight anymore. I really don't have the energy to fight for something that's not worth it or for someone that's not worth it. Um, I'm not interested anymore. I lost all interest. I don't miss them anymore. So it's like, gone with your life. Love you. Wish you well. You can't be a part of mine. Um, I'm happy. I'm at peace with my decision to let you go. And like I said, I'm not interested and I don't miss you. And some people say that's so hardcore, but it works and it's true. It's something that the Bible supports. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, don't suffer fools gladly. I'm not willing to do that anymore. Um, and so you have to, because, when you get married, it says, trying to quote the scripture right, you take a wife and you leave mother and father and stuff behind. Marriage is something that's precious, that's sacred, and so is your children. So that has to come first. And when someone wants to let go of that for religion purposes, or other people controlling them, or they're trying to tell you what to do or how you should live life and you should adhere to their way, no, you know what your peace is, what your happiness, and what's right and what's wrong, and you have to be at peace. And so I think between my 40s and my 50s, that's something that I accomplished, that I felt like God finally, my mother's advice, and with the help of God, I finally woke up. I got it. I didn't cry about it anymore. I didn't miss anybody anymore. I wasn't interested in a relationship anymore. And now I feel happy. And the people that are a part of my life are very welcome. Like, I have a great relationship with my brother Roger and his wife Audrey. And, we had our moments trying to navigate through this world of family and life. And I understand that, and they understand. And we just give each other that space. And then when we come back, we're great. And we're in a great place right now. And I love them. And I'm really happy to have the relationship and the communication that we have right now. And I speak here and there to another brother and sister. There's another brother in the Bay Area that we really had no connection whatsoever. He wasn't my priority and I wasn't his. And so when I realized I wasn't his, I'm like, okay, you do you and I'll do me. And then the last year he tried to communicate again, and I don't know what he's going through in his life, and he must have felt I've missed out on a sister, and whatever I can recover will recover. And I love him. I wish him well. I don't chase after him. But if we ever get together, of course, I hug him and I kiss him, and it's nice to see him. But I'm not worried. So, but I'm glad that we've at least been able to come back a little bit, kind of making baby steps. And so, and then I'm in communication with another brother or sister, but we live far away from each other, so we can't get together as often. And I don't really feel like there's a connection. There is a certain connection, but there's not a really big or supportive relationship. There's a lot that we have to work on. And I guess the little bit that we do have, we try to, treasure it. But you know, where there's no support as far as with my children or autism or none of that. So, like I said, love them, wish them well. Hi, we keep in touch on Facebook, or, every now and then we might talk on the phone, and, I wish them well. I really do. I love them. But I'm going on with my life and doing my thing with my husband and my children. And I don't have time for that. I mean, it's up to you if you want to come my way. I've gone above and beyond to go your way, and I'm not willing to really do it anymore. So stuff like that. And then, so that's what the 40s and 50s taught me. And I agree with Joy Behar. In your 40s, you've reached a maturity level like you never thought you could. Actually have changed your life, and you start to see the light, and you start to see where you need to be strong, where you're going to make those final and firm decisions, and who comes first. And, because life is short. And so stuff like that. It's really deep. And I can't say more than that, because I could go on and on forever. And I feel like it will never be enough to explain what I'm really talking about. But I know what it is. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm sure other people have family issues and, life issues like that. And so, yeah, that was one of the things that caught my attention was, what people felt like after 40. And so, like I said, I'm just 2 years into my 50s, and I heard 50s, Oprah said the 50s are amazing. They are your best years. I loved my 40s. I think from 40s on, even though I had great things through the other decades, that I take all the great things and all the wonderful blessings, and I just try, like if any losses, like my mom, I honor and miss her. But any other bad tragedies, I've let it go, done, dead, in the fire, burnt. I'll take what I learned from those things, but I don't let it rule or come around back in my life. So I take, things I learned so much, and take the good things and the blessings from each decades. And, I learn what to do and what not to do. And so by the time I was in my 40s, it was a big change. I loved it. I enjoyed life. There were still some bad things, but I was in a different place that I learned differently from it, and I took it differently, and I was ready for it differently, and all that stuff. And I'm only 2 years into 50s, and I think I'm in the best years of my life. And so I'm looking forward to the many years to come. People have been so kind, and I don't feel like I'm in my 50s. I feel like I look really young, and most people say that. But I'm very proud to be 52. I'm looking forward to the rest of my 50s and 60s. So it's not that I want to look any younger. If I look 52, that's great. But if I look young and feel young, which 52 is still young, then that's great too. I get ID'd a lot, and people are like, "Are you 52?" No. And so it's very sweet, and I know it's true, that they're just not pulling my leg and making me trying to feel good. It is true. But, I take every year that I live is a blessing, and I love God and thank him for every year, every day, every minute that I have life. And so I'm looking forward to my rest of my 50s and my 60s. So enough of that chit chat. There were some other things that I was going to talk about, and I can't remember. I know they had this Met Gala, and it was about Catholic religion. I didn't get to see it. I was going to see it, and then other things started happening, and I didn't get to see it. Was it because of the Dancing with the Stars? Dancing with the Stars has started, everybody. I hope you're watching. I know there was a lot of controversy against Tanya Harding. I know what happened back then was wrong. I know she didn't directly hurt Nancy Kerrigan, but it was her husband, and she said she didn't know the plan. She knew that something was going to happen, but she didn't know exactly what. I think, yes, she should have spoke up and said, hey, I think that my family is planning something, even though I believe her when she said she was abused, because I'm a domestic violence survivor. And so I know the fear you can have and how paralyzing it could be to jeopardize maybe your daughter or your child taken away or getting more abused or getting killed. And so you're like paralyzed. And she had a very abusive, controlling mom, very abusive, controlling husband. And so she probably was paralyzed to talk. But, hey, she was punished. She was banned for life from skating, from even doing shows about skating. That's for life. That's never going to end. She did some prison time. She did some volunteer. She did everything that they required of her. She got punished for many years. To this day, she's been punished. And I felt like she's one of those people that are really sorry. She said she's apologized to Nancy Kerrigan till the moon falls down. Um, and I think that she has been punished enough way too long. She didn't kill Nancy Kerrigan. She didn't directly hurt Nancy Kerrigan. I mean, she has reached out. She has apologized for years and years and years. She's changed her life. She's a good mother, a good wife. And she's doing amazing on Dancing with the Stars. She's a great dancer and she's doing so good. And I think the first night, people hated her and it was controversial. She should be on there. She deserved it. I think over 20 years, she deserves another chance. And everything that she's paid the price for, she's paid her dues. She's paid the price for 20 years, a lot more than even murderers and pedophiles and stuff get, unfortunately. Like, there's exceptions where we do need to be forgiving, where we do need to say, okay, we didn't like what happened back then, but you have been punished enough. You're a human being that really changed your life. You're a good mom, good wife. You have reached out so many years, said you're sorry, you paid the price. Okay, let's have a heart and forgive. Those are the exceptions you can make. A lot of people don't deserve forgiveness, even though the Bible says we should forgive. And sometimes you can't forgive, but you don't need to have those people back in your life to re-hurt you again. You're not going to give them another opportunity to come back and hurt me again. It wasn't loud enough. I didn't wake up enough. So I'm going to give you a chance to be a part of my family and my life so you can possibly hurt me again. No, you can forgive people, but you can keep them away from your life, keep them at a distance, and then just wish them well. That's forgiving. You can forgive, but not have that person a part of your life. So, and she's doing so well. So I'm rooting for her. My votes are totally for her. I love all the people that they had. It's only a 4 week. So they eliminated 2 people the very first night, which was last week. This past Monday, which is 2 days ago, they eliminated another 2 people. And I'm glad she's still there because she deserves to be there. She's doing so well. Her dancing is incredible. Um, I feel her heart. And the only thing I would say is I would love it if Nancy Kerrigan, this would show character. Even though Nancy Kerrigan, I understand her hurt. I understand, like, that was dramatic and that really affected and changed my life, and it's not easy to get over. But I believe with all the years that have gone by and her reaching out and her being, both of them being moms now and wives and knowing what it's like to have peace and happiness, I would love it if Nancy Kerrigan showed up and gave her a hug. They don't have to be best friends. They don't have to talk. They don't have to text. They don't have to be nowhere near or part of each other's lives. But I think that would show character on Nancy Kerrigan, which I loved her and enjoyed her when she was on Dancing with the Stars. If she could just come and give her a hug and say, hey, it's over with. And I wish you well. And that's it. And she never have to talk to her again. But I think that would just be amazing. I think I would cry to death. I think Tanya deserves that and needs that. And, I don't know what to say, but I'm rooting for her. She's got all my votes. She's that one person that I say, yep, she deserves it. She deserves a chance. And I think that would change not only her life, but would also change Nancy Kerrigan's life. The peace and the happiness and the character that it would show, that they would be so much more admired. It would just be something to see. So maybe that will happen. Let's see if my wishes come true. But Tanya, you're an amazing dancer. You deserve to be on Dancing with Stars and you deserve to even win. So you got my votes. And, I love her. I miss Karina Abdul-Jabbar. So And there are other good people that just also deserve to win. So we'll see how it goes. It's 2 more weeks. Next week, they're eliminating 3 people in one night. And then the next week will be the end. So anyway, I think it's enough of this chit chat for now. I can't think of anything else other than I'll probably do a video of getting ready tonight. I'm going to pack, get ready to go out of town tomorrow and enjoy Mother's Day weekend. I'll do videos on how we celebrated Mother's Day, what we did. I'll do videos on the Angela Johnson event, my mother's grave site, how we celebrated with her over there, what I got for Mother's Day, what I did, all that stuff. And then, of course, I'm going to start my series, the life series on, like I said, infidelity. I want to talk about the Me Too movement and things like that, but that's going to be very deep. So I need to mentally prepare myself for that. And just all my life series, more beauty, more hauls, more of everything I do on this channel. So please give this video and all the videos that I upload a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Push the bell notification symbol so you get heads up for every time I upload a video. I know these chit chats, I have no makeup on, but I just wanted to be, I always want to continue to try to look my best every time I do a video and have you guys see me pretty and dolled up. But there's going to be these times too where I just want to be me, just early in the morning, waking up, either doing or after I had my cappuccino thing. So I hope I don't look too bad. In my pajamas, my red pajamas, in my bed. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and until my next chit chat or my next video, whatever that is, have a blessed day and look forward because this is going to be a beautiful weekend and I have a lot to share with you. So look forward to that and into my next video. Ciao, everybody.